Hello everyone, welcome back to the Goodie Life, where life is good and everything is great. And today's video is a little bit different. I'm calling it a bonus video. Really fun, so I wanted to share the last live IG video that we did this Saturday. Hi. Good morning. Are you ready, Atul? Hello. Hi, weight goals. If you don't mind, just comment your name at the bottom so then I can know your name. Oh, thank you. Wait till you see this part, Stephanie. Look at the other half of the
Hey
pajama.
everyone. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Hi, Sanito. Hi, Mayuri. Welcome. So it's Father's Day today. We thought of, oh yeah, it's Father's Day and we're having breakfast, so it's pretty cool too. So I want to say happy Father's Day to my father because I know he's watching this, and my father-in-law also. They always watch our video, right?
Yep.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Yes, and thank you guys for always tuning in and watching us too. And we're gonna get started with breakfast, but before we do, we always have like a drink when we do dinner. So we have our juice going. So good morning.
Good morning.
It's Sunday here.
Yeah, Sunday morning. It's 10 a.m.
Yeah, so we're having some mango juice. And Stephanie, I know Jordan. Is Jordan there? Hi, Cassandra. Oh, did the camera froze? The camera froze.
Did it?
Yep. Okay. Oh, you turned it around.
How did I turn it
Hi.
on?
You want to put a request in so we can say hi to him before we get started? And please, guys, if you don't mind, if I don't know your actual name, just put your name in, so then that way I will call you by your name and not your ID. Awesome. We're gonna give Jordan a real quick call to say hi before we make breakfast. So we're making our breakfast today. It's a Scandinavian breakfast. It's a Swedish pancake. Hi, Jordan.
Hey, Jordan.
Hi, buddy.
Hello.
How are you?
I like your shirt. I like the color of your shirt.
Yes, I heard you always tune in and watch us, so I wanted to say hi to this handsome guy. Now he's shy. Oh, there you go. Did you wish your dad happy Father's Day already?
Did you wish happy Father's Day?
Yeah. So I'm making a really easy breakfast, Jordan. I think with you and mom and your brother, you guys will be able to make this for dad or just for any other day.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, Jordan.
Bye.
Just want to say hi to you.
Bye. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, bye. All right.
Bye,
Bye.
Stephanie.
Bye.
Okay, so we're gonna get started with breakfast. Like I said here, Atul, I'll move you over here. So when we were traveling the Scandinavia countries in February, actually February of this year, right before we went into shelter in place, I was eating a lot of this Swedish pancake and creme fraiche. And that has become an obsession recently. I've been eating it a lot for breakfast. And Atul, I always have to learn how to make these things from scratch. So why don't you tell us what you have here when you're making this batter from scratch?
Right. So the Swedish pancakes, they are a mix between crepes and pancakes, if you would think of it, right? And the batter is also similar to pancakes. You have flour, you have eggs in it, you have some butter, a little pinch of salt, and a little bit of sugar, and then you just mix it in with water. And but what I wanted to do today was, I just wanted to do an easier one. So instead of doing all of that, I thought, why not, just use the pancake mix.
So you can make it from scratch with those recipes, but especially for if it's a child and you want to make this for your dad for Father's Day, trust me, this works just as well.
Yeah, and this is the buttermilk pancake batter, and I'm gonna do it with that today. You know, we've done it with it before, so
Yep. It works just as well, so you don't have to worry about it. But if you want to do it from scratch, you would do like 2 cups of flour,
2 eggs,
a
little half a cup of milk, and then little salt, little sugar, and a little baking soda, and you just mix
stir
it all.
up. Yeah.
And yeah, so but today I have 1 cup of the pancake flour, and I'm gonna add some water to it, and I'm gonna mix it up.
Did you like the smaller one? Oh, that's good. Okay.
Sure.
All right. And we're only cooking for 2, so we're not making a whole lot here.
Yeah, and this, as I said, you know, this is a bit thinner than your regular pancake batter, because the Swedish pancakes, they are, you know, similar to the consistency of a crepe.
Yeah, and it's super good. It's thin, it's lightweight, it's really, really delicious, and it's really good with the creme fraiche also.
Yes, I think that's the reason why you like it versus just the regular pancakes.
I am obsessed with this creme fraiche that they have over there. We don't really get it a lot in the US, and if you do, it's super, super expensive. So we thought, why not learn how to make it ourselves? So then that way we can enjoy it.
And even with the pancake batter, you know, if you want to make it a little more fancy, you can still add an egg to it, just as the cover says. You know, you can add an egg, add a little bit of oil. But there you go. This is my batter.
Okay.
And I'm going to still need this because there are times when I have to mix it while I'm doing it. So I'll turn my pan on as well, and I'll let it heat meanwhile.
And this is for the main part that I really, really like, a tool. So why don't you tell us, how do we make this? Hi. Good morning. Welcome. Is it afternoon for anybody, or is it morning? Is everybody here from the US, or do we have anybody who's coming in from the
Well, even for people who are on the other side, it'll be afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's noon.
So how much cream?
So let's put a cup of cream.
Okay.
And this again is not the traditional way of making creme fraiche. Creme fraiche, basically you do it the day before. You actually add a half a cup of the whipped cream and a half a cup of buttermilk, and you put it buttermilk, and you put it in a mason jar. You'll shake it a little bit. You leave it aside, and you know the way whatever happens in it, it gets cultured and this and that, and it becomes like a thick consistency, and that's when you whip it.
Yeah, so because let me show you guys, because what happened is you have to make it overnight. And we were traveling. If you guys are looking at us on Instagram, you saw we were in Shasta, and we just got back yesterday. So we didn't get to give the 24 hours. But when you put it in a mason jar like it's just a heavy cream. And what else?
Buttermilk.
Buttermilk. And then you leave it for 24 hours, and it will start thickening. When it thickens, then that's when you whip it together, and then you add this rest of the stuff also to it. And you can use this. People just put it not just on breakfast. They put it in their soup. They put it in a variety of different things in the Scandinavian countries. So it's not just for breakfast. But you can also make it. There's many, many different ways of making this. You can also make it without the buttermilk. And that's the way we're making it right now, because we like it a little bit more sweeter also for our breakfast.
Yeah. Oh, wow. It's 6 p.m. in the UK, huh? Wow, that's amazing. Thanks for joining in.
Okay.
So,
yes.
So the sour cream, and then I'm just going to add half a teaspoon of vanilla essence. I don't necessarily use a teaspoon. I'll just try to drop
We don't
it
measure here, guys. It's a pinch of this, a pinch of that.
That's exactly a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon. But I have that, and then since I want it a little sweet, I'll add, you know, just
a little bit of sugar. And you don't have to add sugar if you don't want to. We like it sweet for breakfast.
And then you're just going to use
I feel like we're always blending something in this house. Hold this, let me plug it in. Even if it's when we're doing dinner and dessert.
Yeah, cream has become a big thing of our household these days.
She gets to make also.
And again, you don't necessarily have to make creme fraiche with your pancakes. You can just have some jam, any kind of jam, basically. go.
So look at this. It has to be like that. It has to get very thick. So because you're putting it on your pancake and it's like a cream, right? So it's really good. It looks good. By the way, if you don't want to add sugar, you can add a little bit of maple syrup also in here for the sweetening. And that's it, really fast. This is done. This is ready for your pancake. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
Take this away.
And usually otherwise you can, as I was saying, you can eat it with just jam, just maple syrup. Did you say that?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, let me show you guys. When we were traveling, so fun fact, this is cloudberry jam, and we got this when we were in Finland, and it's almost done. But when we got this, we thought it was for bread, but actually there they eat this with a dessert. They eat it on ice cream, but I put it on the, but I put it in a pancake, and it's just as fine. So you can add any jam you like to.
So yeah, so these pancakes also people they eat it with ice cream or any kind of hazelnut.
Yeah, it's very similar to yeah. So you got that ready. So Atul is getting that ready. He's getting the pancake ready, and I'm pretty sure all of you know how to make coffee. But I have this really cool little coffee maker here, and that's what I make my coffee in. It makes like individual cups. So we normally just put some coffee. I hope everybody knows how to do this. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm coming over there. Let's go over as I'm making, because I'm getting breakfast ready for us now too. We're super.
By the way, this is a rare chance for you guys to see my wife in the kitchen before before her breakfast.
Yeah.
All right. So,
why is that?
Because she never wakes up in the morning. So as you can see, this is sorry, where do I? Yeah. So this is my pancake batter, right? Pretty thick in consistency, and my pan is heating here. You can use a cast iron pan. I don't have a cast iron, so I'm just using my non-stick.
And what's the secret about Swedish pancake? It's super thin, right? It's like pretty
Yep.
light.
So I'm just gonna drop it on my pan. The first pancake is always really interesting, but yep, there you go.
And you want this to be super thin. The one thing about the pancake, it's like really thin.
So there you go. I'm gonna let it bubble up.
Yeah, can you see the little bubbles? You're looking for little bubbles like that all over. And Atul, you have some breakfast music? You got some quiet, calming music?
Yeah, I was like, let me put some music. So I have some breakfast music on, and you can put some more butter on it on the sides if you'd like. I usually try to keep it like this. I have the pan on. And there's a really interesting way of eating these pancakes as well. I was just watching a video. Of course, we never did it that way. But once the pancake is on the plate, you put some jam on it, be it cloudberry, strawberry, whatever. You put whatever whipping cream and everything on it. And then you fork it, put a fork in it, and you flip it like that. So it becomes like a flat roll.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. So we just fold it over. We just give it two-fold, but they fold it up. They roll it up. Yeah.
So, yep. So this.
And you have to be patient with these. They take time.
Yes. Mine got stuck a bit. And I get some butter, please.
Yes. While he has that, I have the coffee as I was showing you guys. The coffee maker. This one is really good. People have very many different kinds, but it just makes individual coffee. Do I have any coffee person in here who drinks coffee every day? Every morning is the way I get my day started, with a cup of coffee. And then I normally have breakfast, and then I go work out. Hi, Clara. And is it Mallorca? If you have another name, please let me know so I call you.
Okay, that's a location, right?
Yeah, I think that's a location. That's not a name, right? I hope so. I don't know. Yes, we have. Well, coffee with Corsi. Your title is coffee, so I'm thinking you're drinking a lot of coffee. You got it ready, babe? It's Sunday. Did I mention to you guys we went to Mount Shasta? Over here in California, we actually just moved from from quarantine to shelter in place. So we're down to the last phase now. So everybody's kind of going out. We have outdoor dining. We're eating on the patio outside now. The restaurants are opening up so we can eat outdoors. But we went to Shasta, so we had a little place there. We stayed for a couple of days. And then they have a beautiful lake there, by the way. And that's where we were. We were at the lake. Breakfast starting to look yummy. I know. I have to go back over there and see Atul. Yes, we have the cream ready already, and then Atul is making that, and I have the coffee going. Is that another one on?
Yeah, I'm putting the second one on.
Oops. Missed the guy putting on the second pan.
That's fine. So there you go. So yeah, I rolled it like that. It doesn't have anything inside though. It's a bit
We missed it because I was over there talking. But yeah, he have it already. I will show you guys in a minute when we're plating it. What's everybody's Sunday plan? What's the plan? Anybody doing anything for Sunday? I know it's Father's Day. We saw my dad last weekend, so we're not going to be there this weekend. But anybody else doing anything fun this Sunday?
Just gonna throw some butter.
It just helps to loosen the ends a bit so it doesn't burn, because it's such a thin pancake that you just do this so it cannot, like it doesn't get too burned.
All right, we're gonna give it a bit to cook.
Need to lower it a little bit.
Okay, so here we go. I'm trying to flip it the same way. Here you go, and I broke it.
Uh-oh. I got it.
Yep. Flip it like that.
Oh, these pancakes, they're so thin and flimsy. You always have to be so careful, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that looks good.
So there you go. That's my next second one. Flip it out of that. Oops, it got a bit too big. Another one. Some butter on the pan. And there are times I'll still make it a bit more thinner, the batter, and the pancake becomes a bit more thin as well. But yeah.
So what was one of your favorite thing at Tool while we were traveling the Scandinavian country? Besides eating, we were eating all kinds of food. What were some of your favorite things there?
I think the stay at the Ice Hotel, that was my favorite. I really liked Helsinki a lot.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm thinking that was the first country that we went to.
Uh-huh.
But you know, all the 4 countries.
Hi guys, we have a lot of people joining
Scandinavia.
in.
You know, they all had like a really fun vibe about, and very unique and very different about, you know, each and every one of them. So that was really a lot of fun. I enjoyed Norway as well. You know, that's probably because I got some shopping done there too.
Yeah, we did get a lot of shopping done.
Yeah, and I think the first day when we were in Norway, it was raining, so that was like a little. I don't know what's the PG way of saying it.
We got started with the rain, so it's kind of a little tiring, I think, but yeah, but it was still fun.
Yeah, our hotel was nice, and we were like so close to everything. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we tried a lot of new food while we were there. Every day we were trying something that was of each country.
Yeah, oops. This is the last one. My butter got a little burnt.
That's okay. Let me show them the pancake. Again, these things take time to make, but they are so worth it and so good. They're very, very good. And you have to smell this. It smells really good. I'm going to walk the camera over here as I start plating up. So this breakfast is really fast to make, really easy to make. If you want to make it from scratch, it takes a tiny bit more time. But if you don't want to make it from scratch, and if you can see, can you see it? It's so thin. It's so thin. So you put them on a plate. I'll put 2. And if you want to add, again, if you want to add some kind of a jam on it, you can, or maple syrup, you can, but I like it just this way. And then I add my favorite thing. By the way, do not eat too much of this creme fraiche like I do, because when I came back from vacation, I'm pretty sure not just this, but with all the food we were eating, I gained quite a few pounds, so don't eat too much of it. So then you have that, and you want to drop some fresh fruits on it. These are always good to get the fruits in there. Drop some strawberries and some blueberries. Ooh, this is looking good already. And
by the way, I flipped this one. You know, you can flip it also. So I flipped this. So you know, I'm gonna cook it on both the sides. But yeah, you can do it just one side, but or you can do it both sides. I just wanted to show that.
Option, guys, option. Atul gives us options here. So now if you're making this, either if you're doing it for Father's Day or you're doing it for your honey bunny, like Atul always makes me breakfast in bed on the weekend. So you have that. You put a cup of coffee in there and a glass of juice. And this is ready for someone. Hi, Mark. Mark is joining us from Copenhagen.
Oh, hey,
yes. We are just making the pancakes, the Swedish pancakes, and this is what it looks like. That's breakfast is ready. And then I put a little vase with a little flour in this tray. And now, oh, you know what? I have all these things around it that's taking the stuff away from it. So let me put it aside for a bit so that I can show it back to you guys. Because we like everything to look cute, right? When you're doing your display. So there. And that's breakfast, ready to go. And that's how you make a quick and easy Swedish pancake breakfast with creme fraiche. And you get to enjoy it at home. We're going to eat this because it's nice and hot right now. You have any questions?
No.
Yeah.
I hope everyone's having a great Father's Day today.
Yes. Have a happy Sunday, everybody. This is our first time doing breakfast. We normally always do dinner on Saturdays, but we weren't here, so we decided to do a breakfast. But yes, thank you so much for joining. Let me know if you guys did try this or you have tried it so we can know and tell us how it turned out. Thank you so much and happy Sunday. Have a good weekend.
Bye. Bye.